In a recent interview, when directly asked about how exactly is DC Studios going to rival Marvel Studios, and how are they patterning the DCU after the MCU and their universe, James Gunn said, "We're not. Instead, we're looking at Star Wars for inspiration and doing what they're doing." In recent times, James Gunn has been making the rounds talking more and more about how exactly they are structuring the DC universe and how it compares to other franchises. Now, of course, the franchise that's most commonly associated with the DCU is the MCU, and it makes sense. I mean, they are a direct rival to the MCU. DC Comics is a rival to Marvel Comics. James Gunn worked in the MCU, and he was hired specifically because of his great work for DC and now DC Studios. So recently, James Gunn was just point blank asked, how are you guys going to do what the MCU has done? And he revealed that they're not. He specifically talked a little bit about how the MCU structures their stories, how there's a big overarching bad, and how they're tackling all these things in a different way, all to build up that one main event. He said DC Studios is not doing that. Yes, there is a big bad eventually. Yes, there is a world building component, but it's all about establishing a smaller world and a smaller scale here or there, while there's also bigger stakes and bigger worlds over here. And then he said that the real big comparison is Star Wars and not Marvel. Now, some people have taken this the wrong way because they don't understand what he's saying. He's not saying, oh, we're just going to do what Star Wars does. No, they're obviously not going to have Jedi running around or this or that or droids or whatever people think. What he's saying is, look at the structure of Star Wars. You got multiple projects that are all disconnected, that are all just set in the same world. That's what DC Studios is aiming for. That's what they're doing. And yes, there's those main films that are, the big ones, the big story, but there's projects around those that aren't necessarily the be it and be all and end all of the entire universe. So you can have something like a Skeleton Crew that's obviously not connected to the big saga that's unfolding. And that's the goal of DC Studios. And I think that that's quite honestly the smart approach. That's exactly what you need to do with this because, let's be real, it needs to be different. Well, everybody, thank you for watching that video. And as always, you can like, subscribe, share, do whatever you will. Check out the recommended video that's popped up somewhere on the screen. And also, if you would like additional content, including more discussions and more unfiltered content, check out what we offer to the members section, which has new videos going up all the time.